The contents of this video fall under fair use, which means I can make fun of this asshole's work as long as I don't pass it off as my own. No copyright infringements are made here, no slander, no harassment. Just me stating my opinion as someone who has actual experience in the industry. Granted, it's not very good experience, but it's experience nonetheless.
Hi, what are you doing here? Oh well, you're here, so I guess I gotta talk about something. Oh, hey, that gives me an idea. Let's talk about, Gkaiser.
They're looking for a handout, give something free.
Mostly AKA Jfreedan's little pet tokusai project. And, oh dear God. Let's see here. You see, this is where I actually first came across Jfreedan seriously. This is where my personal gripe came into play. On his video, I asked him, hey, have you ever put together, do you have any actual experience in filmmaking or television? Have you put together a pitch / proof of concept for this thing before begging your subscribers for money? His response? Block and remove comment. So, seeing as this asshole is running around begging for money like this, and pretty much giving a bad name to other guys in the indie industry like myself, who actually does have experience as a special effects artist for a shot on a shitty film, but it's experience nonetheless. This pisses me off. Because, it shows that, one, he absolutely has no idea what the fuck he's talking about. And two, it's just the blatant arrogance behind it that pisses me off. The, fuck you, I went to film school, you don't know shit. Well, while he may have gone to film school, all that really means is he's more qualified to talk at cocktail parties than I am. And even then, that's a stretch, because I can talk your ear off about Italian horror and other surreal art house films like Eraserhead or Begotten. And hell, I can talk about Tarantino all fucking day. So, with that little anti-film school rant out of the way, let's go over Gkaiser. For those of you who don't know, this is him trying to, quote-unquote, do an indie version of Scott Pilgrim vs. the World with Power Rangers. Now, the problem with that is he's shown no real trailer or proof of concept. Yeah, we've seen the costumes that he wants to use, which is cheap even by my standards. It's sad, really. It's, I'm still in the middle of something. Hold on. You see, that's probably a better idea. He wants to pretty much do a comedy version of Power Rangers. And he's doing it wrong, basically. Why is he doing it wrong? Well, let's look at the storyboard, shall we?
They're looking for a handout, yeah, something free. Looking for a handout.
There's also a chin strap that
from
comes down.
you
It's not really
and
expensive
me.
to make that, but when you
And with the consent,
What are you, some kind of idiot? That is absurd!
they're
Absurd?
gonna get their way.
Genius? Yes.
They're
With a
gonna
legion of
get their
spooky doom
way.
at my disposal, I shall gain total control of the world. But though I have long prepared for this day, we may encounter some resistance. So we shall start off small and capture one city at a time. We will start with Mega Metropolisville. And
let's go over what went wrong here. First off, the humor doesn't work. It's cheap, it's childish, it's basically not funny. And this does absolutely nothing to get someone like me, who is not a subscriber, not a fan of, you know, the RPG fanatic, to donate money, or even have the urge to donate money, or even think about throwing away money like this. No. When you put together a pitch, or put something out there that you're wanting to get donations for, you're not talking to just your fans or your friends. You're talking to assholes like me who don't know shit about you, or didn't know shit about you until I actually ran across your piece of shit video. Anyway, if you want money, you gotta show us something. Think of this. Would you go to a producer with this storyboard and say, this is gonna sell like hotcakes or cold beer on a hot summer day? Do you honestly think that some suit is gonna think this is the shit? Now, I know suits are retarded, and that's probably giving people with mental retardation a bad name, but even they wouldn't buy this. What you need to do is go look at people who have successful web series and how they got started off. Let's look at Kevin Taka, the guy who directed Fame, who did the Mortal Kombat Rebirth trailer. That was a pitch to Warner Brothers for a more realistic Mortal Kombat film, and what he would do with the characters in the canon. Warner Brothers didn't buy it, but Machina did, and now we have Mortal Kombat Legacy, a very well done Mortal Kombat show. For the more indie guy, like you and I, there's Italian Spider-Man, which is a fake trailer for the old school late 60s / early 70s Italian rip-off films, a parody of that. That trailer did very well, and seeing as there was so much positive response to this, the people behind Italian Spider-Man actually made a web series that, to my knowledge, is still successful and is funny. This, your pitch, if you will, is not funny. It looks like a bunch of scribbles, in my opinion. You need to do more than just show off cheap costumes and badly drawn storyboards in order to get people like me interested in funding your piece of crap. I'm not a fan. I'm not going to want to see you succeed unless you give me a reason to want to see you succeed. If that's your best, pack it in, give up now, and stick to reviewing your piece of shit RPGs. Take care of yourself, you son. Take care of yourself, boy.
Quit looking for a handout. Yeah, something free.